And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. From the 35 on second down, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the gun on third down, Jackson steps away to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can...
And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 54 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Broncos 3. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Out. 66. Bullet high. Slam. Go.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We got 4. We got 4. Check number 6. Check number 6. Kill. Greystone travel.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Mack. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Give me that ball, defense. Bravo. Where's 52? Watch 52.
They'll drop the throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Hey, watch the slant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go one more.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson. Throwing on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the ground, it's Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, McFarland. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, D. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Let's go. Let's go. Let's box. Let's go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
3 buzz.
Play action. Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Young. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Ravens, it was... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out. The back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. Mike, 48. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
They'll run with Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shut up.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 26. Check 26. Shit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Jam.
Now it's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Jones. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 30 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Me and you on deck. On deck. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, check. Frag down. X3. 218. Chopper. Ready?
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He's going to let one fly for 10. This is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw again on second down. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson out to his left. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Right there in the middle, 55. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Jones stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing, Jones. And Tate's got it. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
On the ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Give me some. Yo, go, go. 5.
Jones now off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Let's go.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. He's going to let this go. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, come on, come on.
Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. On 2nd and goal. Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Justin Tucker to kick off for
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Justice Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Fielded just inside the 20. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check. 180. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Ricky.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
40, 180, regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 8-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield toward the pylon, caught. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
80 weapons. Under 10. 10. Check nickel.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
56.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Chubb on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
King.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And that is incomplete here.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Mike 56, Mike 56. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, 67 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 73 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mayfield now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
King.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
40 seconds. 20. Pistol. Hurry. Motion.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Jackson. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
Set. Mike, number 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, 53.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left.
Let's bring it.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you, boy. 56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield now from the 50. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Chubb. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Freddie Kitchen's going to push the envelope. His guys will go on 4th down.
King. Real. Hey, foxtrot.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. First down, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They run. Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Two times.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Five down. Stand up in it. Check nine. Pistol.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Handoff comes to Chubb. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she ain't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 41's the mark. Check 41. Watch the run.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. And unable to connect, incomplete. credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to it. Short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Wormley, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Roberts got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just about on his own goal line. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson with a give to Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Don't say nothing.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's
got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. from the gun. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Watson on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Hill. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Hill. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a 1st down past the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
This is it. 19.
Check 49.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Let's go, defense.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, look, 48.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. back at the 47-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now it's Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson is going to go for a big play downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
To throw is Watson. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out right at the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. first down throw, Watson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. After the interception, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check it back, check it back. Show it up. Switch.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this for both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just... And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. From the gun on third, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 38 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Hill, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Throwing on second and 14. Jackson on the move to his left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 60 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two. From the gun, Watson, flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
5 down, stand up in. Under crush. Hey, under crush. 61, match box. Right. Chogo, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Draw play. Ingram now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
A 4-yard loss on the play. 2nd and goal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.